Good morning. It's Tuesday, June 9th, and you're watching World Watch News in 3. The man who died after a Minneapolis police officer pinned him by the neck for nearly 9 minutes will be laid to rest today in his hometown of Houston. The killing of George Floyd has sparked both peaceful protest and riots, as well as demands for justice. But now a new debate, whether to defund or abolish police departments.
We don't want no more police.
In Minneapolis, the mayor says he supports many of the aims of the protesters, but he draws the line at getting rid of the police department.
I'm not for abolishing the entire police department, and I'll be honest about that too.
Protesters booed the mayor as he walked away. The idea to abolish police departments is gaining ground, but not among everyone.
I don't believe that you should disband police departments, but I do think that in cities, in states, we need to look at how we are spending the resources and invest more in our communities.
I understand the distrust, however, of the African American community given the history in this country.
The Attorney General says he knows racism exists, but police departments aren't structurally racist. Some worry less policing would harm communities that have long struggled with crime.
We, the American people, are not each other's enemies. We must be smart enough to recognize that and not allow ourselves to be manipulated into thinking that we hate each other.
This is a fuel spill so enormous you can see it from space. Some 20,000 tons of diesel fuel spilled out of a collapsed reservoir at a power plant in Siberia. Well, that vast region of Russia makes up nearly all of northern Asia. Emergency service workers are using absorbent material made of coal to try to soak up the spilled fuel. They also laid booms on the river to try to block the spread. Cleanup operations here are critical. The river feeds a lake that's linked to another river that leads to the Arctic Ocean. You don't get to see this very often these days. Vintage planes flying over London. Big airlines are not yet able to fly normal schedules because of the coronavirus lockdowns. So, what's typically busy airspace over the UK capital city is wide open. Pilots from the Tiger Club are filling that void and enjoying spectacular views of the city and the River Thames.
The visibility is staggering. We've never had visibility like this. I've never seen anything like this.
Has your family ever used Instacart? It's a web-based grocery delivery system that's really grown during the coronavirus era. Well, sadly, some customers have been cheating the delivery drivers. They'll promise to pay a big tip to lure in a driver. Then after receiving the groceries, cut back on that tip. The company calls this practice tip baiting, and it's trying to stop it. Instacart's app is now shortening the time allowed to change a tip, and if customers tip bait, Instacart will deactivate their accounts. Speaking of bait and switch, here's another. Check this out. The World Watch team and I looked at this video and we all thought, just like you're probably thinking, wow, I can't wait to see how this Russian spider car is going to work. They call it the creepy crawler. Now, what do you think is going to happen next? You expect these legs to start crawling the car forward, right? You know, like the name suggests. Wrong. What? A major disappointment. These guys removed perfectly good tires and replaced them with a bunch of slow-moving casters. You know, like the kind you find at the bottom of an office chair or a broken grocery cart. Bait and switch? Yeah, I think I know how these Instacart drivers feel. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm the Big Bash. Make sure you subscribe below. It's totally free, and we'll let you know whenever there's a new program. And remember, no matter the news, the purpose of the Lord will stand. We'll see you tomorrow.